are Three Friends Talk.
Hello, everybody.
I can't hear it. The DJ's a little low today.
Wait, I gotta.
Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. We on a delay.
Let it play.
Where is my coffee? We all
You on a delay.
Y'all heard that? It's just the way I like it. Okay, it's Wednesday night, everybody. Hello, friends. Wednesday night, you know what that means. Another episode of Three Friends Talk.
Three Friends Talk.
Hello.
Make sure you tune in every Wednesday. Turn on that notification at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern to catch us live.
And I'm sure everybody's already following us, but if you're not tuned in to Three Friends Talk on your favorite streaming platform for your podcast, make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have not already, please leave us a 5-star review.
Mm-hmm.
Five.
Mm-hmm.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Y'all remember that
Hey, new
song,
friends.
5-Star Chick?
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
I got another 5
It wasn't
stars
college.
this past Sunday.
It was a little past college. But yeah,
Whatever.
I remember.
Y'all heard me?
No,
What's
what'd you
that?
say?
I got another 5 stars this past Sunday.
Okay.
Y'all want me to tell you about it now?
Right.
Tell us more, Dr. Courtney.
So, I did mention that I had another dance competition this past week and with my team on Sunday, and we were awarded first place again and 5 stars.
5 stars.
Not 4.5, but 5 stars. Yes.
Aww.
We're moving on to the next level. We have 2 more competitions and then nationals this July. So
Awesome.
and again, I won't be able to show you guys the whole routine until after nationals, but one step closer.
I'm so excited for you. Y'all just cleaning up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
Dr. Flavor.
Queen. Thanks, Dr. Flavor.
Tell me what's your flavor?
Since a 5
So
stars.
I think we're gonna see Dr. Flavor pretty soon, right?
I
I
believe
think we are. Do tell. What's going on, Dr. Sylvia?
Well, I'm going to Atlanta to be with my fellow pharmacists and all of our friends and our super friends at the Black Coffee Co. for our second chocolate brunch. And this is the chocolate brunch after dark because, you know, Dr. Courtney's planning it and there's that. No, I really like
I'm more
that
of
we're
a dark
doing
chocolate
this.
kind of girl.
There's
I really
that.
like that
This
we're
is the
doing
chocolate
the
brunch
chocolate
after dark.
series because each of us, you know, I'm in Dallas, Dr. Leah's in Memphis, Dr. Leah's in, Dr. Courtney is in Atlanta. We all get to put our own spin on it. So, you know, Dr. Courtney is ready for the lights, camera, and action. So
Yes.
I'm excited about this event. We're thrilled. If you haven't gotten your tickets, go to thechocolatebrunch.com and get your ticket now before it sells out.
Now,
we're
because
thrilled.
it will. Limited
We're-
seats. So it's going to be, it might be standing room only. Y'all better get these tickets. I'm just saying. But I want to talk real quick about when you say putting your different spin on it. So in Dr. Sylvia, when you had yours in Dallas,
When
it
I
was,
had mine.
it was so, well, when you had the,
When we had the
event,
inaugural
in
event.
Dallas, you put your spin on it, your vision. It was, you know, all the neutral tones. It was beautiful. You know,
It turned out very nice.
Oh, it was light and airy, just a breath of fresh air. And I must say that my vision for the Atlanta event is just a little, it's more like a happy hour, kind of sultry, decadent, sweet evening, all things after dark, you know. So please come and enjoy the conversation.
Great descriptive words.
I know, right?
Somebody asked a question.
I saw a question.
I don't want to know what y'all saying.
I didn't know if I should post that or not because it is an after dark event. So I didn't know what
It's
she was
related
alluding
to
to.
Oh,
daylight
I like the
savings.
next one. It's gonna, yes, put up the next one, Leah.
You
I
gonna,
concur. It's
you
gonna
gonna
be
you
elegant
gonna
and
let
hot.
me do my job.
I got
A
excited.
little
Got
micromanaging
excited.
going
A
on.
little bit, but yeah.
Y'all, is it spring yet?
No,
Definitely not
don't we have
here.
2 weeks? But it's getting hot.
No, it's
No,
spring. Spring started last Sunday.
Yeah,
we did. I'm late.
it came in.
I'm so late.
I
Well,
missed
okay.
it. I'm still
I
buying
will
winter
say
feel
clothes.
like
I
it.
want to send a prayer to the families in New Orleans. There were some tornadoes last night. My parents are okay. They were just without power, but there were some neighborhoods that were destroyed pretty bad. So I had some bad weather across the southeast, and I know we had some storms here in Atlanta. We're fine, but just want to
Yeah,
send a shout
it
out
hit
because
all across.
we have a
Yeah.
very large family base in New Orleans. All of us, of course, went to Xavier University of Louisiana, and we got some super friends that's joining us because Black Coffee Co. Yes, Xavier alum as well.
You
Yeah.
done spilled the beans.
The beans, right?
Well, we were talking about black coffee all night. Y'all heard my song was I took you back to Heavy D talking about some black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
She's been
Dr.
drinking
Leah,
some black
how do you
coffee.
like your
Call on me.
coffee?
Can you
I
call
want
me?
to know how y'all like your coffee.
I think she's been drinking
Can
some
you
black
follow me
coffee
real
because she
quick?
is on one. Are we on Girl Talk yet?
I don't know, but I got something to say real quick.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Also,
Dr. Sylvia.
sending thoughts and prayers to the people in Texas too. My brother is based out of Austin, so we rode down to make sure
Oh yeah.
everything was good yesterday, and thank goodness all of his stuff was fine. But on the way to his home, it was devastation. So
Wow.
Oh,
anybody that was affected by these terrible storms, we are thinking of you.
Yeah, I
And
actually I did reach out to you. When was that?
you
Early
did.
this week when you were on the road, because I was like,
Yeah.
"Are you home? What is going on, child? It's
Yeah,
too
so
much."
it was nice to get some
Too
QT with my brother.
much.
We were
Yeah.
that's
all
good.
yeah, we don't get
Oh,
that
okay.
kind of time together. So it was cool. I got to work and he's like,
Did
what
you
can
see
I
your
do
niece?
to do what you do? Can I be a pharmacy tech? And I was like, no, sir. You can't do because he's an engineer. One of his sites was right next to one of my sites. So it's
Mhm.
pretty cool to see that. But anyway, that's all I want to say.
Did you see your
Wow.
niece? I know I saw a new picture of her. She's a
No,
big
She
girl.
is so big with her Afro puffs. I didn't get
Oh,
to see
she's too
her,
cute.
but yeah.
Oh, before we go on, I want to say something too. Since we're sending thoughts and prayers, I want to send thoughts and prayers to a fellow podcaster. He's always tuned in to us, and I tune into him as well. He has a podcast called Real Spill No Chase, and his son was in an accident. I found out when I was on my way to spring break, doing spring break last week. His son was in an accident in Nashville, and he's still in the hospital. He is recovering, but he still needs a lot of prayer. And we're going to send a shout out to him, to Tavares' poor son, and hopefully that he will be home very soon. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Prayers going up. Prayers going up for sure.
So, yeah, like I said, last week was spring break.
What
Spring
did you
break
do?
for my son. I don't know about Devin.
I don't have it yet. Nope.
Okay.
Our spring break will be in 2 weeks. Maybe that's why I'm thinking, hey, spring is
Just
coming up.
spring hasn't come yet. I'm like, girl, spring came last.
No, we have plans. But what did you do?
Hey, Dr. Addie. That's one of our pharmacist colleagues. I actually was on the road. Just got back this weekend. We went to look at some colleges for
college tour.
Our favorite teenager. He was on the podcast for what was that? Oh goodness, y'all, I can't keep up anymore. Season 1.
Yep, season 1.
Yeah, so Jalen is looking at colleges. It's getting real, y'all. So
did you like it more than him? I thought I saw.
Where'd y'all go?
So
you going back?
Yeah, one of them. Both of them were very nice. We went to schools in North Carolina, and he's looking at schools that have either broadcast journalism, sports journalism, and one of the schools, y'all, I was sold. I think he really liked it, but I was sold. Like I want to enroll. Like it was just so.
You want to go because they had a robot that delivered food. That's why you wanted to go.
I should have pinned that video to.
Why don't we just order the robot?
Yeah, I have never seen the robots that deliver food on campus.
You videotape the the robot is
We
52.
posted to our Instagram, but
Yeah, I need to post that because that threw me. I was done after that. I was so.
You
if
were like,
y'all
I'm
didn't
coming.
know, our bond is also, we went to pharmacy school together. We were KD third floor, but we're all greedy. That is one of
We're
our
foodies.
ties that
We are
bind.
foodies.
So
We are foodie
Dr.
freaks.
Leah, that was speaking to her heart when she
It
saw
really
that
did.
robot.
But it was just, I mean, the whole campus was a vibe. I'll say the name of the campus. It was North Carolina A&T,
Aggies.
another HBCU. So, we did a whole HBCU tour for spring break. So we also went to Johnson C. Smith, another school that's, got everything that he's looking for. It was on a smaller scale. So we had we could compare small scale versus big scale. But yeah, one of them just really.
Child, you saw people skating in the skating rink. And
First of all, it was folks on
what they do now.
skateboards
Okay.
and just
You didn't say nothing
mopeds
about class.
and
Leah wants to go and hang out
no,
in the yard again.
Student center.
That's
That's
what she
all I
wants
want
to
to do
do.
is just hang out. And
Hang
they had
on the
Chick-fil-A and they had the McAllisters and they had the Starbucks.
Okay,
and they had
okay,
sushi.
okay. All right. She liked the campus. Hopefully her son does too, because she's going.
Hopefully
Clearly.
he goes there so I can hang out at the student center.
No,
he eat Chick-fil-A.
He will not want you to be there, ma'am. Absolutely
Yeah, I don't
not.
think so.
So speaking of eating, okay.
Wait a minute. For real? I didn't know that.
We're moving
She
on.
said she was a house director for KD.
What year?
Oh,
though?
house
Couldn't
director.
have
Okay,
been
so
when
you
we
were
was
like
on the third
the what do they call it?
RA.
RA. Okay.
But she was over the RA. She was down in the office.
Yeah, house director. That's what I'm like.
She was the one locking us out after curfew.
You were locking folks out? I need to know.
These Xavier kids now don't know nothing
Or
about
how about they were unlocking it for us in the morning? Trying to
Tremaine
get
said she applied to and she was accepted to Johnson C. Smith. I like Johnson C. Smith. It was nice.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of eating, though, we're trying to eat healthier this month, right, Leah?
Yes.
Why did you say it louder? Hello. Okay.
I have my workout clothes on. Yes, I've been going to Hot Works. I've been working it out. You see my hair sweated back. Yeah, I've been doing better.
So we're done with Love You-ary in February. We had an extended Love You-ary that carried over the theme from February into March. March, it's Women's History Month. We also are embracing physical and nutritional health month as well. So we've been on a journey trying to set the example of eating healthier and putting in our, physical exercising routine.
Yeah.
Dr. Sylvia is on the Peloton now, and
yeah, I didn't know.
You all right over there?
Have you started yet?
Yeah, I've started, but that's why I injured myself.
Oh,
but
we're on pause, so we're gonna pause.
Yeah, we're on a pause right now. I gotta see
what
the doctor said.
But we're still
Everybody,
eating healthy.
I'm about to say everybody's drinking their water, getting a good water intake in.
Yes.
But
I want to get to
let me
this
tell you,
show,
my favorite healthy food right now that I'm addicted to is actually mashed cauliflower. I can eat
she's
this
been
for
talking about that a lot.
morning, noon, and night. Like it's a substitute in the morning for grits or oatmeal. I want the mashed cauliflower.
You have boiled shrimp
instead of mashed potatoes. I want the mashed cauliflower. It's absolutely wonderful. Or maybe it's just the way my meal, I prep it. So I feel like I'm going to really be successful because instead of
mashed cauliflower
carbs, I'm going to the mashed cauliflower.
It goes hard.
Yes, it does. So
I like the Trader Joe's brand the best. It's not sour.
Sour?
What?
Sometimes when they have too much liquid in there, it can be sour.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Sure. And with it being Women's History Month, I just want to shout out the Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson. I cannot watch that stuff, y'all. It gets on my nerves. But she is holding her own. I've been watching just little snippets and I gotta tell y'all.
The composure, it's the composure for me.
We'll talk about it next week. But one of the senators from Tennessee, that thing. I know
Arkansas too.
I know Dr. Addie know who I'm talking about, but that thing.
Oh, that's all we're gonna say on that, right?
Yeah. Put a pin in it till she's confirmed.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of things to continue to chat about, but I'd like to mention tonight that we have some super friends that are joining us. And it's a really special show, you guys. Again, we've been talking about how we are having our next live event. We've been hinting, and I kind of gave a spoiler alert that we have some guests that it's centered around coffee. And why we've been
You
hinting on
already
coffee.
said who it
tonight.
was, Dr. Hood.
Well, let me go into some details.
Look,
So
let's just bring them on.
no,
Let 'em talk.
let's just pretend like I didn't say nothing.
Okay, my bad. I'm with
How
you.
about that? So let me give you a little bit of background. So it all started.
Oh,
Picture it. 20 no, just kidding.
1985.
Right.
Sicily. No, just kidding.
That's what it sounded like.
Picture it. Okay. I'm just gonna read some
The
highlights
Saints
here.
had just won.
It all started on a trip back in 2015. It was a trip to Motown Museum in Detroit, Michigan. And they learned and had some got some information about how Berry Gordy's parents worked together to create a self-sustaining family investment fund. So the fund did not only provide business startup capital for family members, it provided the funding necessary for him to launch the Motown record label. And that became inspiration for them to go on this journey. Our super friends, it started out as high school friends and then grew into lifelong brothers, proudly walking none other than the halls of Xavier University of Louisiana. Over the years, through their travels and adventure, and ambitions grew, and the focus shifted to protecting the family collective and creating a legacy. So they had a blueprint for their next endeavor, and they learned as much as they could about investing so that they could become a vehicle to empower within their own community.
I love it.
So Backpack Investments were born. And this investment club allowed them to put their money where their mouth is, just learning the ropes and sharing knowledge. After years of building, spending hundreds of hours in meetings, conference calls, growing their investment fund, pooling their financial resources and career experiences together, they launched their business, the Black Coffee Company. Yes. And now the Black Coffee Company has allowed them to leverage their collective capital, cultural experience, and networks to create a self-sustaining enterprise that sells organic, fair trade coffee beans, branded merchandise, apparel, and untimely lifestyle. Through this enterprise, they're directing a percentage of all their profits to educational funds, which provide high-impact educational and financial resources for minority youths within the local communities. These are 5 brothers that we are so excited to network with and to know and to be fellow Xavier alum with. We have 3 of them joining us tonight. I'd like to welcome none other than Leonard Lightfoot, Jamin Butler, and Christopher Bolden from the Black Coffee Company too.
You got it good. You did good, Dr. Courtney.
Did I? I'm a professional.
Welcome.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Greetings. We are so excited to have you guys here tonight. I am a personal fan of the Black Coffee Company. You guys have a shop right here in the Atlanta area. And just being affiliated with Xavier, having events for Xavier alum, I've been able to come and enjoy everything that you guys have been doing. So I try to get in there when I can. And the drinks are amazing. The coffee and the teas alone, to say that you guys have put together something so phenomenal that I just truly enjoy coming for the ambiance and the relaxation and the drinks. So I can't thank you enough for putting something so together that's just about, it brings about some self-care as well. Just this warm, wonderful experience, Not only do you all have coffee and teas, again, you network with the community. Y'all have yoga in there. Y'all have spoken word. Y'all have music. I mean, anything and everything that you're bringing to the culture. It's like, come on over here. We got it all. I love it. And so that's one reason why when the ladies and we were talking about, we need another event where we're going to go. I said, I got a spot. Go ahead, right. Hands down. Like it's going to be an intimate setting where we can really connect with our listeners and really be close to them and they will have a good time too, not only from us, but being in your space. So thank you again so much. Before we dive into you guys, get into some question and answer, we want to play a little game first, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
I see y'all head
Ready? I'm ready.
shaking. Don't be scared. I don't bite.
Yeah. Very
But this will give
competitive.
an opportunity for our listeners to get to know you a little bit better. I mean, we know you, but let's see how well you know each other too. Let's see who's going to get the answers right, because this segment is going to be called Who's Who of Black Coffee. And I want everyone to know that it's not just, the three of you. Again, I did not get to mention your other two brothers that are founders with you guys. And so help me. I do have
Brandon Cole.
Brandon Cole.
Yep.
And is it Gino?
Gino Jones.
Gino Jones. That's all five of you. Okay. So even though they're not with us tonight, if it's one of them, hey, shout them out. If that's who it is. Okay. Right. I'm not gonna put a timer on it tonight, Dr. Leah, if that's okay with you. We're gonna see how well they know each other.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
All right. So question number 1. Who would be the first one to open up the shop? Who's the early bird?
Jamin.
Okay. No contest with that. Okay. Who's the most laid back? Relaxed. Who's the most
Gino?
Yeah, I said Gino.
Gino? Okay. Who's the first one ready to party? Y'all ain't that old.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon. He's the baby of the group.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Who's most likely to lose their keys? Misplace their keys?
Jamie.
By far.
Yeah.
The shop opening late, huh?
And losing the keys. Okay. Who's most likely to fall asleep first? Always knocked out.
Jamin.
Okay, never mind. Who's most likely to be caught on a flight? Like I'm on vacation. See y'all later.
Brandon.
Out.
Yeah, Brandon.
Brandon. International Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who thinks they're the flyest dresser? Who say they best dressed?
Chris.
Okay.
Oh, Chris. Okay, you be stunting on them like that.
He's like,
okay.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to spend the most money? Who coming out with the highest bill?
They backpack investors. They like next.
It's
I spend the
Jamin.
most money.
Jamin.
Okay. Which one? Because it's 5 of y'all. Somebody's got to be the glue to hold y'all brothers together. Who's considered the peacemaker of the group?
I say Gino.
Gino
brings it together. Yeah. Nice. And it's funny. I asked these questions. Oh, that's all the questions. Y'all did great. Seems like y'all all on the same page. So kudos for knowing each other so well. Y'all been friends so long. But I asked those questions because
did we get any for Mr. Lightfoot? Dr. Lightfoot? Did he?
They didn't say Leonard on none of them.
So y'all got to give us some
tea. Behind the
scenes.
I stay behind the scenes.
Most organized.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Who's most likely? Listen, who's most likely to be a spy for the CIA?
Yeah.
Leonard?
I see that camera back there in that roaster.
You see him?
What is that? What is that? I'm Cardi B. What is that?
Right.
I already asked.
He's gonna tell us more about that. We have some
comments.
comments.
I want a tour of it.
Tim has been commenting. He's been giving us his answers.
So Tim, what do you have for Dr. Leonard?
Tim, is he the sixth crew? Is he in the crew?
He's part of the brotherhood.
He's gotta be in the crew.
Listen, you guys have found the sixth Beatle. We call him the sixth Beatle.
Got it. Okay.
Come to bring you on, Tim.
And then Dr. Flavor, she said something. I don't know.
Light skin. What?
What is going on? Light skin
and
almond milk yummers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was like, who is Lex? Where is she? She not on here.
That's some
Atlanta name after her. That's cool.
Oh my gosh. Goodness. Well, the reason why I ask those questions is because I know we get asked those questions all the time. Who's the peacemaker of the group? Because I know we'll have those days where we're all eye to eye, and then we'll have those days where Mama Leah over here has to pull me and Sylvia together because we're not seeing eye to eye. So I know if the three of us have our days and we can pull it together at the end of the day, of course we don't. No.
Let them fight. That's what I'm saying.
Mama Leah is also the one that does not let me spend all my money when I'm ready to just, here you go. So I know there's got to be some comparisons, but great job. Y'all know each other so well. So we're going to dive right into these questions, and I'm going to pass it to
me,
Dr. Sylvia.
Dr. Sylvia.
Me. So I got the tea in y'all's bios, and thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having us. Well, first, we'll make sure that you guys, ladies, understand that this is a true blessing to be on this platform with Three Friends Talk. Three incredible, powerful Black doctors from the Xavier University of Louisiana.
Yes.
We are blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queens.
Oh, you're so sweet. So when we had the first chocolate brunch in Dallas, we announced to our friends that the next one was going to be in Memphis. And then Dr. Courtney attended a few events at Black Coffee Co. And so we're coming to Atlanta next. She's really talked about y'all every time she goes. And, you know, if Dr. Courtney's not feeling something, it's going to be evident. She loves everything that y'all have going on. I bought some lavender syrup at homecoming, but I need the whole tea experience because she just rants and raves about it. So I got to come in there early and get my stash before we get everything started. So we heard in your bio that y'all met in high school, but I didn't know that. I thought y'all were college friends. So the three of us, we were all on Katie third floor. How did that bond grow even tighter from high school?
Mm-hmm.
Chris?
Anyone?
So myself, Jamin, and Gina all went to high school together in Los Angeles. And then we all decided to go to Xavier. And that's when we met Chris and Brandon, freshman year, St. Mike's. What up?
St. Mike's.
Yeah, that's why our friendship
First
began.
floor, room 107.
Oh, wow. The room number.
Somebody was at the prep. Who was at the prep?
Yep, that's Miss Evelyn. That's our director of operations.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Washington Preparatory High School.
Okay.
Wow. Well, so what happened? Go ahead, Dr. Sylvia. I see the wheels turning.
Okay. So what outside of running this empire, what is y'all's day job, or what did you think you were going to do when you went to Xavier? Tell us a little bit more about yourselves. Chris, we'll start with you.
Yeah, so I was a political science major. My plan was to go to law school. Life happened and things went in a different direction. I've worked over 20 plus years in retail and management, and that's actually helped me bridge the gap to working at the Black Coffee Company. So, just a shout out to people who are chasing their goals. Even though you may not hit the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. So
that's right.
I love it.
There's a lesson in every journey that you take.
Mm-hmm.
You got to plant those seeds, and when they come up, you won't even expect them. So
I love that.
For real. Xavier is known for producing doctors, but there are a lot of people that pivoted and are killing it. So I think that's a message that doesn't get stated a lot. You might go to college, any college, for one thing and change. I wanted to be a dentist. I'm a pharmacist. So there is beauty in the journey, and all things work together. So thanks for sharing that, Chris.
I would say Xavier, not only was it just a fertile ground for us to grow the rich nutrients, what it is that you are the sum of your parts, right? The people that you hang around, that's who you become. And Xavier, we're all excellence, right? We came from around the country with different backgrounds and experiences, but we all had similar goals. So even though it's 20 and 30 years since we graduated, we still have that.
Don't do that.
Listen,
not quite.
It's been some time, right? But we still have that shared thread, that connection of growth, that excellence that we all demand of each other. And I think that is the tie that bonds. And that's why, we're all here together.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So did you have anything to add, Dr. Leonard?
I'll just echo what these guys said. I mean, I remember like graduating high school and just like, yeah, you gonna college is where you're gonna have your lifelong friends. I'm like, nah, this is gonna be 4 years and I'm out. But like these are my brothers by far. Like, I mean, weddings, I mean, trips around the world. I mean, dude, these are my bros.
Life, yes.
Oh,
Love it.
and we definitely understand. So, a friendship was built, a brotherhood was built, and then you go on to this adult life. So I know that Jamie, you already posted about backpack investments of 2016. So do we want to start there, and does that lead us to coffee? Like, tell us this
I
journey.
so like we were always and so I had to start. I started Charles Honore. He was our 10th grade chemistry teacher.
Okay.
Class that me, Leonard, and I believe Gino took as well. This man, he's from Louisiana, Xavier, just die hard, and he connected Leonard and Gino and some of our other brothers to Xavier. And we were juniors. They went out to the SOAR program, and shout out to Xavier for that.
Yes, we were there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And similar to like Howard Hughes and other programs, they gave you that exposure over the summer.
Right.
So when he came back, all they was talking about was how dope their summer was. So I had to apply too. I was like, well, I want to apply.
Oh, wow.
You know?
That's how they get you.
You
That's
know,
good.
So those threads that continue, that opportunity that was provided for us, it just kept us together and united. So Xavier, in 4 years after that, we were going to travel the world. We went to All-Star Weekend, weddings, like Leonard said, funerals. Unfortunately, we've been through everything together, birth of children. So everything that we've experienced has been together. So in 2015, we were actually going to celebrate Leonard's younger brother getting his PhD in electrical engineering, following in his big brother's footsteps, who had already received his PhD in electrical engineering.
Come on.
I'll make sure y'all double that. That's 2 times,
That's
right?
right.
Yep.
Right.
Love it.
Put some respect on it.
Xavier writes, "It's a lot of richness in this community, but
Hello.
I digress. We were in Detroit, and we said let's stop by the Motown Museum because it would be a dope experience. We thought we'd learn about the history of music. Little did we know we'd learn about the history of the Berry Gordy family. The fact that they put together a savings and loan program so that Berry Gordy Jr. could borrow the $800 he needed to launch Telegram Records, which became Motown, which birthed Smokey Robinson, the Jackson 5, Diana Ross, the Supreme, so much history, right? We said, wow, with a savings alone and them putting up their money, they could do that. I'm tired of going to hookah lounges, going to clubs, trying to buy bottles. Let's put up our money and buy stock, and then we'll figure out what business we launch later." And I'll let Chris or Leonard take it from there.
What happened next? Come on.
I know. This pregnant
One
pop.
of those.
Even a
Cliffhanger, huh? Super
right.
cliffhanger. So like James said, like after that trip, we literally got on a call together. We was all living remotely, like you ladies are, taking advantage of technology back in the day. Shout out to Google. But we got on a call. It was like, let's do something together. And it took us a while to start, right? Because even though we've been friends and we've traveled the world together, we've never really put money together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a learning and just some trust that we had to build upon each other. But we took it small. We started out with just $50 a month. Let's put $50 in the pot. Let's figure out over time. Let's learn the stock market. Let's figure out how to invest, which stocks to choose, and then we'll purchase things together. And from those 2 years of doing that, like our friendship truly blossomed. Like because we was vested financially together, we started having more financially intimate conversations, talking about like credit, talking about purchasing cars, purchasing homes, all these different types of things. The finance, student loans was a big one, right? Even though we was having persona of doing well, that weight of those student loans was like really impacting us. Like we working, but you can't really live. So we was having these conversations like these things have got to change. And we started, in addition, we started to see passive success from the stock market. It's like, we're not really lifting a finger. We're just kind of doing a little bit of research and we making money. We got to tell the world about this sort of collective economics.
Amen.
So we was like, how do we do this? And we had tons of ideas. Like, let's use this energy to create a business because we want to create a business that could actually serve the community. And one day we was on a call, similar like this. Tons of different ideas, like do a backpack drive, all kind of crazy ideas. And one day we were just on a call drinking coffee. Literally, it was like coffee, and it was like,
wow.
nah. We was like, wait.
I gotta go get my mug.
Let's go see. Just kind of let's explore this. Let's treat it like a class project. 2 weeks, do a little bit of research, and see about the coffee industry. So we did. I literally, or a couple of us, went to Costco, went to the supermarket. Like, let's just hang out in the coffee aisle. Let's see who buys coffee. It was like, oh, it sells. You look at any of the big brand stores, they got long lines. Go to the airport, right? Long lines, people trying to get their coffee. Well, let's look at the numbers. Oh, it's the number 2 commodity in the world. I mean, it's billions and billions of dollars of the industry. Yeah. And I'll let Jamin touch on the actual historical content, or Chris does it really good. The historical content.
Chris. Come on, Duranis.
Once we found this research, we was like, this is it, right? Go ahead, Chris.
One thing I did want to touch on, just with our brotherhood, with our hours and hours of conference calls, we always start out with just a mental health check, to just check in and tap in with our brothers and make sure, we all on one accord and we doing well. So just check on your people, because that's really important.
Yes.
Mental health check.
I had to check on them.
Yeah,
definitely. Mental health check.
What?
We got mental health.
Focus on the bros. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So we all just kind of threw around ideas, decided on coffee. It's the second most traded commodity on earth, second to oil. It gets a seat at every table. And one thing a lot of people don't know about coffee is that it originated in Ethiopia, in the motherland. So there's different stories about how the original beans came to fruition. But a lot of the women who worked in the fields actually chewed the coffee beans to get the energy throughout the day to be able to, tend the earth, tend their families, just do what they do. And so the coffee bean actually took off from there and traveled all around the world. So even though you might get a Brazilian roast, you might get Ethiopian, you might get whatever different roast you get, they all originate from the motherland. That's our birthright, and that's something that we want to take back for ourselves and bring back to the community.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah,
and that was 2018 when we really launched the business. So once we did our research, the first item we ever sold was a mug. From there, our community, our Xavierites, actually, and truthfully, our Washington Prep alumni are the first people who really, really invested in this business and gave us the support and like, hey, we can do further. And then when Xavier caught wind, a few of our diehards, it took it to another level. We did our first pop-up in the Hollywood Hills, me, Leonard, and Gino. And it was a scary experience. We got there, we bought the store. We thought we bought all the supplies, had everything ready. We were in suits. I had on my suspenders. We was in the hills. It was like models and things dope stuff going on. We got there and ready to brew the coffee, and we didn't have filters. We made it work though. Leonard had been doing his research like he always does. He brought out this little glass contraption that he called a Chemex.
In the bag.
He brought out this Chemex. He started whipping up coffee, and people were awed. Black guys selling coffee. I was like, oh my God, we can sell this around the world. We could sell this around the world.
Amazing.
It works. And from that moment, we just kept grinding. We kind of dubbed ourselves the pop-up kings. If there was a market, if there was an opportunity to get in front of the people and really explain our vision, we were going to do it. So in Los Angeles, in Atlanta, in Ohio, in Seattle at the time, now Houston, then DC, where we were all living, we were doing pop-ups. Then we came to Xavier for homecoming, and man, our family embraced us.
I was there.
When we came to homecoming, we realized, man, we got to up the game. So we kept going. We would always add to the inventory. We got tea. We got a tea partner. Shout out to
the tea. The tea is phenomenal.
I have some of the tea.
Listen, we wouldn't have tea right now if it wasn't for a Xavier Right. Her name is Joy T. DeFrance. She was the general manager of Tease Me in Indianapolis. She taught us the game. I always got some love to her. Now we've been able to get our own tea and source it from around the world, but because Xavier Right put us on game. Right.
Come on with the networking.
Yes. Your network is your network. Through all our growth, through all our success, It's been our network. And I'll just fast forward to 2020 when we decided it was in the middle of a pandemic. Our sales were going through the roof though because we were an online business, right? And that's when Amazon was doing those numbers, but so was the Black Coffee Company. And we realized, okay, this is great, but we knew we were going to have to pivot at some point in time. And my man Chris was still on the ground doing his footwork like he does. He had an opportunity to do a pop-up at the swag shop that is owned by Michael Render, aka Killer Mike.
Yep.
He saw us. He got a chance to experience the brand. Our sister, Chris's queen, Shannon Stone, and her family was out there representing. Killer Mike was like, hey, I got an opportunity for y'all. They looking for a coffee shop over here in Lakewood Heights. Why don't you pull up to the Ali family? We did our research like we do. It was scary, but we took the leap. We put our money up, and then we said, okay, we don't got no more money. How are we going to pay for this? We went to our community, right? We said, okay, why don't we do crowdfunding? We put together a pitch deck. Beyonce was the first person to put up bread. She put up 10K and said, hey, this is the Bay Good Foundation. I believe in these brothers. And when people heard that, the money started coming.
Y'all part of the Beehive. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
We raised funds that helped us build Black Coffee Atlanta. We've done 3 rounds of investments. We're going to be adding the 4th and 5th when we do our other ventures, but that's kind of the short story of how we've gotten here today. We got the hottest coffee shop in it. It's the south side of Atlanta.
You do. And you do.
Georgia, tell the truth. We got copycats. We have celebrity stories. We got interviews. We got a lot of growth and going on, but really it's all about our family and our community who we always reinvest in.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. You know, what is the plan? What is it going to flourish into? Are we going to have, chains around the country? What is
Oh, girl, when you said chains, I was like, where are you going with this? Sorry.
I had a phone call. I'm going to shout out another Xavier, right? Her name is Mayumi McKinley. She is a super dope therapist based on the West Coast who has her own franchise and huge network growing. She was like, yo, when you ready for the franchise in LA, let me know. I'm like, because it's like, yes, we're going to grow, we're going to build, but it has to be organic. It has to flow within the family. We want to build with people who are like-minded and where opportunities align. Sometimes you move too fast and you don't, you should measure twice and cut once, like my brother Leonard says. I like to measure no times and just get to cutting. So it's balance that out.
When you skip steps, you lose the lessons.
Yeah.
They say the stories in the hustle.
Definitely.
And shout out to Mayumi. I love her. Wow. That's all I can say. I'm so glad that we're doing this. I mean, we knew y'all were dope, but hearing this story is not only inspiring, but it's super inspiring. It lets you know that it can start with something as little as a coffee bean, planting the seed and taking action can lead you to make you have to have bigger dreams when you take action and it flourishes. You have to dream bigger.
Speaking of dreaming bigger, I always got to shout out my brother, Dr. Lightfoot, the coffee engineer. He had a bigger dream last fall and it's come to fruition. He said, after he made us go to Invest Fest and kill it for 3 days with Earn Your Leisure crew and all their dope people, he said, yo, what if we did our own Black Coffee Festival?
Ooh. Yes. I've been seeing all the promos for that. Yes.
Oh
I'm so excited. So this is something that you all have created. This hasn't happened before, right? When you hear festivals like this, you think, oh, there's already one and we're going to go be a part of it. This is Black Coffee's festival.
Tell us more.
What does it entail?
I mean, it's something like you said. It's never been done before. I mean,
it's a whole weekend, or how many days?
It's a Friday. It's a 2-day event. It's going to feature. It's the perfect blend of coffee, entrepreneurship, and community empowerment. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. I mean, we're going to have barista demonstrations, workshop about coffee education. At the same time, you can learn about finances. You want to learn about crypto. You want to learn about estate planning. You want to learn how to save and budget. And then also, how can you get and tap into the community? So we have a variety of different community speakers coming in, as well as vendors coming to talk about mental health, talking about small businesses, launching a small business, wellness. We'll have a a ton of different vegan vendors there as well. So I mean, it's going to be a crazy weekend.
Epic. It's gonna be dope.
It's going to be
Absolutely.
What
epic.
weekend?
The weekend
Um,
after our event.
16.
So we're gonna be there April 9th with Three Friends Talk. And then the very next weekend, the 15th and the 16th, is the festival. And I think I first found out about it because I was coming, I'm scoping out the place, you know, how we gonna set up and stuff like that. And then there's this beautiful mural that you all have on the wall with a lot of, you know, Atlanta historic Black leaders from Atlanta, right? And so I definitely was like, oh, we want this in our backdrop. And they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna somebody said they were gonna move it or it was gonna be gone for Black Coffee Fest. And I'm like, you know, so but I heard, okay, y'all keeping the mural. It's beautiful. But that's when I was like, what's Black Coffee Fest? You know. So I'm really excited. I've been seeing the promos. Y'all got all kind of different speakers. So I will definitely be back the next weekend to check y'all out and just come and hang out and have a good time.
I'm gonna see what I can do too.
Yeah, come right back the next weekend, Sylvia. Yes.
Okay, girl.
We got numerous Xavierites participating in Black Coffee Fest. It's truly our opportunity during the pandemic, we launched something called our online shopping network where we take the Zoom and do vendor networks. And we felt that this is something we could do in person. Right now, and we never knew we could do it to this capacity. We have over 40 vendors confirmed for the space. They're going to be indoors, outdoors. We have so many dope speakers, and we have numerous Xavierites that are pulling up to participate in this event. It's like our community, it's our network. It just continues to grow and build, and we want everybody to connect with each other. We feel that everything that we need in this life to grow and succeed as a community, we have it. We just have to bring those tools to get and work together. That's been our ultimate vision as a Black Coffee Company, as Backpack Investments, is really to demonstrate that through collectivism and working together, we can do it. We can make it happen.
Y'all are like headquarters for the Atlanta chapter of Xavier alum.
And as Black Coffee and Backpack Investments, we want to make sure that we invest back into our community, and we just want to make sure we sponsored several students for Black Coffee Fest so that they can come and experience the entrepreneurship and the Black magic that we got going on. We just want to make sure that we, you know, took them under our wing and, you know, shared the platform. So we're excited. We can't wait to help incubate the next Black coffee and entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. Well, you got one more Xavierite that'll be there. So I can't wait.
That's awesome.
Y'all are really making history. So, Dr. Leah.
I definitely got to shout out our keynote speakers, Miss Kezia M. Williams. She is known as Professor Kez, the CEO of the Black Upstart. She's doing a dope series online now called Night School, and it's getting broadcast as well. We got to shout out Dr. Rashad Ritchie, well-known in the Atlanta region. He's a well-known media personality, dope man from the community. We got to shout out all the council folks and elected representatives that are going to be participating, some of the community leaders. Like we have DJs. We're doing an Easter egg hunt on Saturday. We're bringing it all together just for our community, right? And this is just that's our love letter to y'all.
That's awesome.
This is amazing.
You want to go, Dr. Sylvia? You want me to go?
Go ahead.
Now we're talking about this festival. Now I haven't personally been to Black Coffee in Atlanta, so I'm an okay coffee person. You know, I drink it occasionally. I'm not into roasts. I'm not into blends. Like, I don't know a lot about coffee.
She wants the fancy stuff.
What's going to be my experience? I know, because I don't feel like I'm just going to go and order coffee. I feel like it's like a whole experience. So walk us through, like, as you walk to the counter and, you know.
The Black coffee experience.
Yeah. I think it's a whole vibe. That's how I feel.
So when you walk through the door, you're going to be greeted immediately, expeditiously.
Okay.
We're going to make sure that you're taken care of. So when you walk through the door, it's going to feel like you at a family event, a family gathering. As you come to the counter, you're going to be greeted by one of our beautiful baristas who are going to get you acclimated to the menu. Whether you're a tea drinker, coffee drinker or a connoisseur, we're going to get to the bottom of that, and we're going to make sure that your experience is catered to your taste and your liking. And from there, you're going to hear the sounds of, could be Nipsey Hussle, could be the Commodore, but the vibe is going to be
all the vibes.
Yeah, all vibes, all time.
I love that. I love that.
So what's the advice for people? I know, Dr. Sylvia, I'm about to probably hop on your coattail here. What advice do you give for those other groups of friends on how to keep your business tight and your friendship right?
They said mental health checks.
Yeah, I mean that is critical. Like Chris mentioned, that's the thing that we do at the very beginning of all of our meetings is do a round robin. How you doing? How's the fam? Just to check in because we're busy. But I'm gonna steal a quote from LeBron that kind of sums up us. He says it's progress over pride. I think that's something as Black men, as Black people, sometimes we gotta get over that, like that pride, right?
Mm-hmm.
That hinders a lot of people from working together because of some pride. And I think that describes us because we never had an ego about us. Like we've always truly have wanted to help each other out. And I think that's something that we didn't know we was doing, but I think those 3 words kind of like describe us perfectly in terms of it's much bigger than us. So we're not going to ever let our pride get away from doing the good work that we need to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So important.
And I would say accountability as well. As brothers, you gotta hold your brother to a standard.
Accountable, yeah.
And we've had some difficult conversations that have made us men, more men. And so, that's important too.
Yeah.
Still sharpen steel. If I'm my brother's keeper, no matter what. And that means if my brother's straying away, I gotta reel him back in. So that's something that we've done constantly, and that's made us even closer.
Yeah. Words to live by.
We're a family, right? So and people, one I'm thinking I've been thinking about a lot is a lot of there's a common phrase that's been echoed for years in our culture is that it's business, it's not personal, right? You need to separate the two. It's business, not personal. Anybody that tells you it's business, it's not personal is disingenuous. Because your business if you don't take your business personal, then what kind of person are you? Are you not serious? Right. Is this not a focus? Is this not something you're doing as a hobby? Like you want to deal with serious people, right? And I take everything that I do or commit myself to 110%. So my business is my family, right? It's my friends. It's involved. It's threaded through everything we do. And if you do it in a successful way, you can all succeed. Like I don't try to separate my work from my family and my children. Try to combine it, right? So that you're not worried about spending time trying to teach when our children to see what we go through, what we're learning, so that they have the opportunity to choose their path, right? Versus we had to find it as it came to us later in life. We've held each other accountable. We've had falling outs. Everybody can't go, but it's you're incumbent to swing your hand back for your brother, right? Me and these 2 guys, we've had wars for decades, and it's helped us grow to where we are now. It's the fact of making sure that at the end of the day, I love you. You are my brother. You are my friend, and we're gonna figure it out.
Love you, bros.
I love you, Sylvia and Leah.
I love y'all.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
I am my sister's keeper. Love you, Sylvia and Leah.
Yes, I am.
I can't remember if it was Donnie Hathaway or someone else, but he said, I want my people to know that we have everything we need within us. And that just really came back to me from something somebody said earlier. But it's so true. Our network is our net worth. And I'm just excited about everything that you all are doing. And since y'all are, big timers in this entrepreneurial world, what advice? I mean, everybody's got an idea. Everybody in the whole wide world has an idea. What simple or straightforward advice would you give someone that has a goal, a dream, something they want to do about starting it?
I would say trust the process. We kind of embrace the game a little bit different than most. Some of our detractors felt like we should have had a brick and mortar out the gate, and life don't work like that. So,
right.
It's crazy that at the height of COVID, our pivot was into the brick and mortar. We had already worked the internet game for years. Like, we was deeply rooted in that. We were putting other entrepreneurs on and highlighting people who had to close their doors during that time. And so for us, it was like, we didn't start with the coffee bean. We started with the woke mug, and we got it out the mud, and we've been out the trunk, and we know how to do a pop-up. And we know if your table ain't fell on you at a pop-up, you ain't in this game like that.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't really had a pop-up.
If you ain't got duct tape and some rope and some twine, you ain't about this life. So
It has humbled you, huh?
Yep. So trust
Remember
the
the
process.
duct tape. Remember the duct tape, lady.
Okay. I'm gonna pack it. What color?
I say the first step is the most difficult. And I think once you get past that, you're gonna be able to step over a lot of obstacles.
Absolutely.
I love it.
That's
Yay.
the first step, y'all.
For me, I'd say the second step is trust Black women. If without Black women, there would be no Black Coffee Company. Our significant others, our partners, our queens have lifted us up. They've been there through all of this. They've challenged us. They've supported us. They've invested their time and energy in us. And through them, not only have we grown, we've made sure that they have now can grow in this organization too. It's not just about the 5 anymore. It's about the 50, right? We're building towards something. And we want to make sure that Shannon, our brand ambassador, our barista manager, that Evelyn, our director of operations, that Erin, my wife, our interior designer, my boss, Leonard, Tanisha, and Stacy, and Marissa, and I'd say even the newest members of our family, Crystal, Adrian, Alex, and my nephews. Man, shout out to the young boys. I just look forward to what they're going to become. Jalen, Darius, Devin, Jawan, so many. It's like this has just been a blessing that we can bring our family, but thanks to the Black women who set it off.
Who's the one that likes to
it.
dance behind the counter? He was dancing.
That was a
Showing
hard
me all the
turn.
moves. Who was that?
That sound like Drippy. Yeah, that's
Drippy Draco.
Drippy Draco.
Somebody was just showing all the moves. Like, you better get it.
To Black women and Drippy Draco.
Yeah. Dr. Courtney, you just
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Courtney.
Wait.
That's shout out to my nephew. His name is Drippy the Kid, aka Tony Stark, the Iron Man. Drippy Draco out that North Side Acres home. That young man. He's come out. I had the worst expectations. I said we're gonna fight every day.
Oh my!
And he came out, and I just been impressed since the moment he touched ground.
I'm so glad it worked out.
So thankful that we had a business and an opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it.
Absolutely. Making opportunity.
Drippy for MVP.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm coming back just to hang out with him.
I know we're gonna have an award ceremony at the fest. I want to take a picture with Drippy in his award. I want to see his dance moves.
Send us a picture of that, Dr. Sylvia.
I'll get the footage. I'll be there. I'm gonna see y'all the footage.
Okay. So, Black Coffee Fest is what's next. But what's next?
Leonard don't like it when I start talking about what's next, because they know he got to write. He got to write checks. Checks. Listen, the expansion is real. The opportunity, demand is out there. We're gonna be more little diligent, making sure that we make the right decision in terms of the growth. But honestly, we got to get mobile. There's too many spaces and places that have demand, and I think that we can do that and fulfill that. We have friends and family who've shown us that the path. So that's what I'm looking for. If y'all looking for a Black Coffee investment round 4, we get in the truck, plural.
Trucks,
Trucks.
yes. Pull up to all the events.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
I
to
like that.
get
Pull
on
up.
on that list for when y'all
I love it.
start taking investments again. We definitely need to get on that list. Okay.
Somebody asked about pastries. Are we going to expand from coffee?
I was
into
trying to
more
get into
food?
that, but
But you know, I like to eat. We're foodies.
We're gonna have food at
food and
the
pastries too with the coffees and
at the
teas.
chocolate brunch after dark. We will have food. So come hang out with us on August 9th, 7:30
Dr. Addie was
p.m.
asking about the pastries with
That's
the
what
coffee and the
I was
tea.
like, I was thinking the same thing. Yes.
April 9th for Three Friends Talk after brunch after dark. We will also be featuring some of our specialty menu items. So you heard about it earlier. The light skin Keisha is the #1 drink in all of Atlanta, from what I hear. They continue. You want a hot or ice, that thing go hard. If you want something a little more smooth, we got the Love Below. If you're interested in tea, you can try the Andre. If you want to freak it, you can get the Andre 3000.
Freaky.
You want something
That's for the
different,
after dark. That's for the after dark. Thank you.
True that. We're trying to innovate, we're trying to create and build at Black Coffee Atlanta. It's a space for creators. Y'all gotta come check us out. 1800 Jonesboro Road. Do not fall for the shenanigans. There are others that are looking to copy the way. We are the creators.
We're not
Y'all
going for the shenanigans.
y'all heard
Okay.
We're
And
all.
check the
Y'all heard
logo. It says TM. So don't come for them, y'all. Okay. Check the logo. Okay.
They doing
Okay.
that.
They anyway. We focused on the Black Coffee Co. Okay. That's what we're focused on today. So, how can our friends, our listeners, our community keep in touch with you all? Dr. Lightfoot?
Of course, 1-800 Jonesboro Road. If you're in Atlanta, Black Coffee Atlanta is the destination, must-stop spot. Come there for your coffee, your tea, your light skin quiches and whatnot. You also find us online if you're not in the area. www.theblackcoffeecompany.com. Our social media handle for Instagram is BLK Coffee Co. BLKCOFFEECO.
Get it, Shannon.
Also, you can get, shout out to Shannon. She got it.
Come on.
Our Black Coffee page is Black Coffee Atlanta. What else am I missing? We got our YouTube channel, Facebook.
You got your own website, the webpage.
Yep, the website, theblackcoffeecompany.com. So yeah, we're
Shout
very
out to
reachable.
our Facebook community. We got a Facebook community over 200 members strong, sharing tips on entrepreneurship, financial freedom, community, just living, jokes, and laughing. If that's where you want to engage, we can see you there. The TikTok page is jumping now for those that's in that demographic. Listen, we're going to meet you where you are. That's the thing about the Black Coffee Company. We're not sitting back with no private reserve signs. We in these streets meeting the people. And if you online, we're going to catch you there too.
Yep. Make sure you go to Black Coffee Fest as well.
Yes.
To get your tickets for Black Coffee Fest. And I also wanted just to chime in. I kind of missed it earlier in terms of investors or sponsorship. We're also looking for sponsors for Black Coffee Fest. So, so if you're interested, we still have space for sponsorship. We need presenters, we need talkers. We may open up another round of vendors. So keep your eyes glued to Black Coffee Fest website.
Absolutely.
We can't wait. So 2 big weekends in Atlanta. Woo! The 9th, come hang with your girls. We're going to have a great time. Live podcast, food, and lots of wonderful libations. I can't wait to taste them all. Now, I can't really handle coffee. It makes me a little tick boomy. But I can't wait to try all the teas and the lavender. And I've actually tried some of your older teas. So I can't wait to try some of the new stuff. So I'm excited. And then come back the next weekend to the Black Coffee Fest, the inaugural Black Coffee Fest. So we can't wait to continue this conversation. Thank you so much for being here with us. To our friends, go follow them on all their social media handles. Join the community. We will be in there on Facebook, and each one reach one.
Absolutely. We will see you all next week, same time, same place, but see you more importantly, April 9th. Till next time. Thank you, friends.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.